Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the IU's Department Orientation Session for Fall 2023. On this note, I would like to welcome Dr. Nisar Ahmed Jaitu, who is the head of the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. Over to you, Dr. Nisar. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Jazakallah khair. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم ربي زدنا علما. I welcome you all again in this session. So this is a orientation session for fall semester 2023. I'm Dr. Nisar Ahmed Jaitu, head of the Department Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So this is our second orientation session for this semester. So we had one session 2 weeks before. So in order to cater the for this in our department, Islamic Economics, Bank and Finance. So this is our second orientation session for this semester. So I hope by now you must have completed the enrollment requirements for the programs you are enrolled in at International Open University in the Department of Economics, Bank and Finance. So when we see this orientation session, it is to familiarize the students about the different aspects in the department. And the programs of the department, we will be discussing about the mode of study at the department and how we go through the virtual campus, or what we see the dashboard, and what are the different forums through which we can communicate with teachers, other students can communicate to themselves. And the last point I will be discussing is the assessment and examination. So when we look in the first point, the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, what we call it as IEBF. So it was earlier Islamic Banking and Economics, Department of Islamic Banking and Economics. We were calling it as IBE, right? And it has been recently actually changed to the name IEBF, Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So this department has started in the year 2014 with the bachelor's level programs, BSc in Islamic Banking and Economics. And we had the associate degree and the certificate in Islamic Economics and Banking. So when we see this, the programs at this in the department, these 3 programs, so which we have at present. And in the coming year, we are launching, inshallah, the master's program. And recently, actually, we got the bachelor's level BSc in Islamic economics and banking program. So it got accredited, and we have actually now accredited program in Islamic economics, banking and finance. Then it has been changed to the name IEBF from the IBE. So sometimes there could be some confusion. What is IBE and what is IEBF? So these are the 2 names of the same course. And one is actually the accredited program, which we have recently launched. And when we look into the programs, these 3 programs, one is the BSc in Islamic economics, bank and finance. The second is the associate degree in Islamic banking and finance. And third is the certificate in Islamic economics, banking and finance. So these are all integrated. So when we enrolled at IOU, you get enrollment in the certificate program. And when you complete the first 2 years of certificate, first 2 semesters of this program, so you get a certificate. And if you continue to the next year, after completing the next 2 semesters in the second year, so you can get the associate degree. And after completing all the 8 semesters, you will get BSc. So this is how it is integrated. So the modules which you learn in certificate will be counted for the associate degree, and what you learn in the associate degree, you will that will be actually counted in the BSc. Means during the BSc, we have 2 exit points. One is after the first year, you can get a certificate, and on the second, after completing the second year, you can get an associate degree. So these are the 2 exits. And if you complete all the 4 years, means 8 semesters of the program, so you can get the BSc degree, right? So we have total of around 40 modules in this program, 48 modules in this program, right? So the details you must have gone through. So the details of the program are available on the website. So after this, when we see, we have the faculty and staff at the department. So how we teach at the department. So we actually have 2-tier faculty in the department. One is the group of instructors who have actually developed the modules, they have recorded the modules. And second is the facilitators, means the regular teachers who will be with you online, right, throughout. So those, they facilitate the modules, they give the live sessions time to time, they reply to your questions, they reply to queries, they conduct the exams, right? They put the exam questions, they grade the exams, right? So this is actually how we have 2-tier faculty in the department. One is the group of instructors. So they have developed the modules, and the recordings are available on the dashboard. So you may not have access to all the instructors, because every instructor is not from within the IOU. So they are from outside. And but the course facilitators, you see the information on the dashboard of each course, each module. So the teacher's information, their email IDs, their phone numbers, right? So you may contact them for assistance you need, for any questions, any queries. But there's a special mode of communication, that is through forums, which is preferred. So which I will be discussing in the later part of this presentation, inshallah. So when we look at the mode of study, it is totally an online platform, right? So you have the lectures available on the dashboard. You have the material available on the dashboard in terms of books, lecture notes, syllabus of each module, the fully recorded lectures. So when we see, you go to the dashboard, each and every course has 30 recorded lectures. And apart from that, there are some recorded live sessions, which are previously recorded live sessions. There are some main texts, supplementary texts, they are lecture notes, right? So this is how you have to study at this international open university. So when you enroll in a particular module, you will get the picture of the module structure. You have to plan your studies accordingly. So weekly, you have to go through 2 lectures. You have to attempt the tests for the 2 lectures. Then after completing the first 15 lectures, you have to appear in the midterm examination. And after complete next 50 lectures, in from 16 to 30 lectures, when you complete studying about those lectures, then you have to appear in the final examination. So this is how it works. And apart from that, there is in between one portal for the assignment. So you have to submit the assignment, right? So which will be based on both midterm and final examinations, right? Midterm and final modules, what we have. So this is how is the mode of study at IIU. So the important points you have to note is you have to go through the recorded lectures weekly basis, and you have to attempt the tests, and then you have to prepare and wait for the midterm and the final exams. And this campus is totally a virtual campus, so in which you need your student login to access to a particular course you are enrolled in. So you cannot go to any of the modules available on the website or dashboard. So you need proper enrollment to have access in a particular module, particular course, right? It is a total virtual campus, and the mode of communication is through the forums. So when you look, you can open any of the courses you are enrolled in. When you look into that, so there is a section called forums, right? It is before in the lectures, you can find on the top of the dashboard. So there is the forums, and under the forums, there are 3 main types of forums, right? There are 4 forums actually. One is the announcement, and second is the Ask Teacher forum. Third is the technical feedback forum, and fourth is the student discussion forum, right? So these are the 4 forums you can use for the communication at this virtual campus. So announcement forum is totally meant for the teacher, concerned teacher. So he will be giving the course related information time to time. So he will be announcing the different aspects, so different dates, different deadlines. He will be announcing about the live sessions. So this announcement is just for a teacher to give the information to the students. So what are the time to time announcements? After that, there is one more forum, that is Ask to Teacher forum. This is second forum in which student can ask the question, right? So whatever questions you have weekly basis, right? So when you keep on studying, some questions may come into your mind, you have doubts, so you can post in this forum, and the student and the teacher, concerned teacher, will answer your question within 24 hours or maximum 48 hours, right? After that, there is one more forum, that is technical feedback forum, in which you find, for example, sometimes the video will not be opening. There is some technical problem in opening the test. So you can write in the forum to the technical team to look into the matter. All right. And the last forum is the student discussion forum, in which you can familiarize yourself with the other students in the group. You can post some questions, you can post some thoughts for other students to comment, right? So for this, you need to be very careful. You need not to actually go much social, right? So because people are from different backgrounds, you need not to share your contact numbers. You can just keep the discussion related to the course in the discussion forum, right? So the irrelevant discussion will not be entertained, right? So you please keep away yourselves from the irrelevant discussions in the discussion forums. And when you have to communicate with the teacher, so you must prefer first to the Ask Teacher forum. So because this is the forum in which there is a record of the communication between teacher and student, right? For example, when you ask a question through email, through contact, through personal phone number, WhatsApp number, right? So they may lose the communication. You may not get the records, right? So what were the replies? So when we see in the forums, when you ask the questions, it is a record, and anyone who has access to the dashboard can go through that communication. Other students may benefit from that communication, right? So the most preferred way is to ask the questions through Ask Teacher forum, because every teacher is actually liable to reply to the questions in the forums, right? So if you are putting your question in the email, in the WhatsApp, right? So they are not actually liable for replying those questions within the time frame. So the fastest mode of communication with the teacher is the Ask Teacher forum, right? So these are actually, this is about the forums. And last point is the assessment and examinations. So you have studied at the campus, you have gone through the lectures, you have attended attempted all the tests, right? And you have actually listened to the lectures, you have gone through the material. Now there's assessment. Assessment, I have discussed it earlier. So we have two main assessments. One is the midterm examination, and second is the final examination. So midterm examination is based on the multiple choice questions and open-ended questions. Similarly, the final examination is based on multiple choice questions and open-ended questions. So the questions for the midterm will be from the lecture number 1 to 30, and for the final will be from lecture number 16 to lecture number 30. So this is how will be the examination. In addition to that, there is the assignment. So which there are two assignment questions. So you will be asked to actually attempt one question, and you have to submit it within the time frame given on the dashboard with considering all the guidelines for the assignment. So the main guideline for the assignment is to submit the assignment with proper word limit or a prescribed word limit, plus there should not be any copy paste plagiarism, because plagiarism we deal very strictly, right? So if for the plagiarism, your assignment may get 0 marks, right? So the details of the plagiarism, right, is given on the assignment guidelines. So you can go through the guidelines. I hope you must have gone through the guidelines, because assignment is now open on your respective dashboards. So this is actually about the department and the programs and how you have to study. So I have made it very short. If you have any questions, any queries, you can ask the questions now.
Yes, brother, just waiting for any questions. If there are any,
Have
I'll
any
share with.
questions?
If there are any questions, I'm going to share with you. So
I've cut this session very short because the Maghrib time was around.
check, there are no questions at the moment. So with your permission, can we probably close the session now?
Yes, if there is not any question, you can close the session, inshallah. No problem.
Jazakallah khairan, my brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you with beneficial knowledge. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.